Okay, Megovanen everyone, and welcome to the second episode of. I don't even know the name of this campaign, but it started off like a haunted house thing, which was quite nice, which fit, the whole Halloween thing. But the second episode of our Dungeon and Dragons campaign. First, I want to say thank you again, Scott, for hosting this adventure. It is November 9, 2024, so it's been probably about a couple of weeks since the last adventure. This is kind of cool. See my background? You can do the same thing. I kind of forgot how I did it, but there's a thing that you can do, and you can pick from a variety of backgrounds. I wanted to pick a sword and sorcery one, but I couldn't find any. Maybe I'll have to download it or something. But okay, and so guys, please head over to Slice of Scott's channel. He only has a few videos right now, but he plans to make another D&D video, and this time he is recording this adventure.
Yeah.
So this will be up, on his channel. I think also last time when we played, you brought up, and hopefully, and I'm looking forward to it, is a Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights, so I'm looking forward to that one. So hopefully that's going to come out at some point. I'll leave the link down below to Slice of Scott's channel, so please head on over there. Check out his channel, please. Subscribe to him, show him some support. And especially if you're into Let's Plays, you're into Dungeons and Dragons, you're going to be into this kind of stuff. And if you're watching my stuff, of course, you're going to absolutely love his. So, okay, so let's get started.
All right. Well, thank you very much for that kind introduction.
Yeah.
So yeah, last time we left off, you went to the haunted house, essentially. Your friend Travik, the dwarf, sort of brought you
Travik.
there. He was on his way to the city of Saltmarsh. He was a sailor, and he's been looking for work, so Saltmarsh has plenty of opportunities for sailors to find work. So that's where he was headed, and you were sort of stopping at the house on the way. But you ended up discovering that there was some sort of smuggling operation going on, and you took custody of someone who you thought was being held captive, but they eventually turned on you. You sort of sussed them out. And but you sort of grabbed him, and then you made it to the city, and you turned him in, and your thought was to turn that house into an adventurers guild.
Yeah.
And so that is sort of where we left off. And
Okay.
When you enter the city through the gates, the jail is actually the first building that you see. And I do actually have a little pointer here that I can show you here.
Great. Okay.
The jail right here. So this building right here, actually. So Travik would suggest you head over to the tavern and get a drink and relax a little bit after your little adventure.
Okay. Great. Yeah. Let us do that. Come, Travik. Let us go to the tavern. Have ourselves a drink. We very much deserve it, my friend.
Yes, we do. I'll be happy to buy you one.
Oh, thank you, my dear friend. Okay, let us step into the tavern, and what do we see?
So, the tavern is called the Wicker Goat.
The Wicker
And
Goat.
you see several patrons. They're sort of clumped off into little groups. There are a couple of what looks to be guards people, humans. There are a table of halflings. And then there are a couple of dwarves sitting at another table. And there seems to be a human male sort of at the bar. So Travik will sort of gesture for a table for you to sit as he heads to the bar to order some ales for you.
Excellent. Where is the bar, by the way, from the door?
You just go straight back.
Straight back. Ah, okay, I see.
Yeah, you'll just sort of pass through a bunch of tables that are sort of spread out.
Okay, not that I'm going to go there because I'm going to go to the table. I was just wondering, who the contacts. So I know,
Sure. Yeah.
where it is. Okay, so I go ahead and I sit at one of the tables.
All right. Was there anything you wanted to do while you waited, or?
Well, I want to look over the menu, see what kind of food they have as well.
Yes. So you are in a fishing village. They don't seem to have like a wide selection of stuff, but they do have some fish, of course. So they have some smoked salmon and roasted crayfish.
Mm.
They do have some braised bear as well.
Oh, I love the braised bear.
Then they also have something that's called the stone liquors.
That is a
then they
drink of
have
stone liquor?
It seems to be another fish.
Oh, okay. I see.
And of course, they have oat bread, fig pies, rye bread, cabbage, poached eggs.
God, okay. I'll have some poached egg, the braised bear, the smoked salmon, and that's what I'm going to order. And then the ale that Travick is going to order. That's I'll be drinking that with the meal. Did Travick want anything? I asked him before he left, or are you just going to place an order at the bar to bring it over at the table?
Yeah. He'll sort of stop when he sees you looking at a menu, and so he says, "Oh, I think I'll definitely have some bear. I could use some meat."
As will I, absolutely. Okay.
Yeah. I'll go place an order for us.
Excellent.
And
okay.
Yeah, he'll sort of see to that.
Excellent. Okay. So I'm just waiting and kind of looking around the tavern, awaiting the food and awaiting the ale.
Yeah. So
quickly, how much is all of this going to add up to? Just kind of wondering.
Probably around 1 gold.
Oh, that's okay. And how much gold did we earn the last adventure? I think we got some kind of reward as well.
Oh, that's right.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah, so you get to add 25 gold. So right now you have 16, but yeah, we'll add you 25 more.
Okay.
So 41.
41. Okay, very good. Okay.
And yeah, when you sort of look around the bar, of course you see lots of fishing nets and fishing rods sort of around. I mean, it definitely smells of fish. And there is a symbol that you see sort of all throughout the tavern, where you see the black silhouette of a lion on red. So you see that there are some banners with red, and then it has a black lion on it. And then you see sort of a shield hanging on the wall. It's red shield with the black lion. So you see that sort of all around the tavern. And that's sort of what they have for decoration.
Excellent. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just relaxing, waiting.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, after a couple minutes, Travick will return with the ales. And then the waiter will sort of come back with plates of food.
Oh God, this is very good. So, well, my friend, it was a great adventure, and this is a much-deserved food and ale. What say you we enjoy this feast?
Yes, indeed, of course. Cheers!
Cheers. And then, of course, we cheers and or we toast, and then we eat up the food. And well, do we hear any interesting conversations going on?
Why don't you make a perception check? So that will be listed under your skills.
$18.
Ooh, very good. So you can sort of take a moment to sort of try to pick out what other people are talking about. You hear that the halflings, they seem to be a table of three halfling women, and they seem to be expressing some concern about some rumblings coming from the Dreadwood, which seems to be the forest that is just outside the city, and presumably close to where they live.
Oh,
And then the town guards are sort of talking about how they are going to integrate themselves into the community better.
how the
So
town guards are going to integrate themselves?
exactly, you sort of listen to them, and it seems like they're new to the community of Saltmarsh,
Ah, oh, okay, okay.
and so they want to sort of get along well with the populace, and
I see.
so they seem to be having a conversation about how they can transition smoothly into being the guard here in the city.
Okay, I see. I see. Well, normally, what I would do is ask around the tavern, and make some sort of announcement if anyone wants to join. But that's really for something if we have, a group of people, like maybe two or three other real life people. I think it's going to be kind of difficult to fabricate, a group of people, including Travic.
Sure.
It'd be a little bit too much. So apparently it's just going to be Travic and myself. I will say though, there were a few people who reached out saying they wish they could join, but I will not, divulge who approached and what the reasons are. But it's like a mixture of either, it's like they're maybe not really comfortable, you know what I mean, being on camera. They don't really make any videos about that, or like they've never played anything quite like that, so they're not, they don't want to come off like they don't know what they're doing. And another person was like couldn't really invest all that time, was just kind of worried about the
Gotcha.
time
Yep.
limit for it.
Yeah, I
Stuff like
always
that.
consider it open invitation, so
Yeah.
if anyone ever wants to hop in, yeah.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. Anyone who watches, if you want to join, you can join the Discord. It is the Adventurers Discord, a gaming Discord. We only have, I want to say, between, let's say, 5 to 7, something like that, people in there. Maybe 6 or 7 people, I think. So if you guys want to join, that would be great too. Or if you just like to watch, that's fine also. Okay, so I let Travic know. Travic, there's a small group of female halflings with they, hobbits.
Halflings, yep.
Halflings at the table over there, and they look like it sounds like they're having, they're concerned about this forest not too far away, a haunted forest. Do you feel like helping them out?
Well, yes. I suppose we could.
Mm.
Is that something you want to tackle
Yes.
immediately, or do you
I
want
think
to?
that's good because we can get the word out on our guild, and more and more people. It's kind of like also good advertisement, for our Adventurers Guild. This way, also, even if other people do not join, we can do some kind of like off camera kind of pretend that there's other groups breaking up doing their thing, and just role play that we're getting some kind of income into the guild. You know what I mean? It's kind of
Absolutely.
like with Fable. There's a game called Fable 2, Fable 3. I don't know if you've ever
I
played
have
it or
not.
heard of it.
No.
Okay, there's a game called that, and you can buy property and homes and rent them out to people. Even though you don't really see what's going on there, it's just every week you get an income that just rolls into your account passively,
Yes.
that
Yep.
kind of thing.
Yeah, there is actually a rule set built in
Oh, a
to
passive
the
thing.
latest edition. So yeah, yep,
I do
that is
like that.
totally something we can do. Yeah.
Okay, that's very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so let us approach these hobbit and say, my dear ladies, we could not help but overhear that you guys are concerned about this haunted forest. And what was the forest name called again?
The Dreadwood.
The Dreadwood forest, that it might be haunted or there's something suspicious going on. What exactly troubles thee, my ladies? And perhaps we can lend a hand.
Yeah, one of them quickly sort of turns to you, and she sort of hops up off her seat, and she goes to shake your hand. She says, "Oh, hello there. I'm Ansira. Pleasure to meet you."
And Sierra, I am Falagar. This is my companion, Travik.
Hello.
We are
hello.
adventurers, and we are starting this adventurers guild. I tell her all about my idea of the whole
Yeah, sure.
adventurers guild.
She says, "Oh, that sounds absolutely marvelous. Yes, I sort of live out on the farm in between the city and the Dreadwood, and it seems that some foul beast has been sort of emerging, and a few of the others have sort of seen it, and they've heard some dreadful noises coming from the woods at night." And so, just a bit of concern, there might be something dangerous that's sort of working its way towards the farms.
Dost thou happen to have a description of this creature? Have you seen it yourself, or heard what other people have been saying, like what it looks like, this creature?
I'm afraid I haven't seen it myself, no. Just that it's quite large, sort of, bear-sized, perhaps, or maybe even a troll, but it doesn't sound like it's a troll or anything like that. It sounds to be more of an animal.
I'm gonna guess werewolf, but I'm not gonna say anything. Okay, well, Traffic and myself will be happy to investigate for you, and perhaps, when we get back, you can maybe spread the word of the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, yes. If you would be able to investigate, this would be fantastic for us. Of course, if you could discover what's happening and take care of the problem, that would be splendid. I would be happy to. What sort of payment would you like? Do you take coin or?
Well, here's the thing. Whatever you guys can, are able to donate. We're not going to put any, give any set price, but we would like to make a little something for our efforts. But just whatever you guys combined can afford, without making you guys poor, that would be very appreciative. So just any small amount that you can donate would be great.
That is
just
very
spread the
kind.
word. Oh,
Absolutely, yes. This city could use some adventurers.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, the town guard is sort of new. Apparently, they were sent by the king, and so some of the people in the city are sort of very resistant to the king having any influence in the city. So there's some tension there. So if there are adventurers here to sort of look out for, sort of the more normal folk, that would be splendid.
Oh, that is great. Okay, and was it one new guard, or were there like a couple or a few, or this new guard?
So, yeah, at the table there was just two of them, but yeah, they were both sort of in the conversation. They both seemed to be new.
Oh, the guards. Those guards were in the conversation, two of them. Okay, I also asked these guards, are these hobbit guards or human guards?
These are humans.
Human guards, okay.
Yeah.
Listen, so now that you guys know the detail, Trevik and I will, investigate and everything, but perhaps you can let some of your fellow guards know what's going on, what we're doing. Let them know about our guild, and I let them know about that whatever that was, that haunted house that was a smuggling thing. If they could maybe, if they have no problems, any volunteers that are willing to kind of help fix it up a bit, and if they would like to be, since they're new, maybe they would like to be a part of that guild.
Oh yeah, very good. So, why don't you make a persuasion check?
Oh, great. Okay. Well, okay. It's a 13.
Okay, that's still decent.
Okay.
One of the guards, he will turn to you and say, "Hello there. My name's Humphrey. Uh, Pleasure to meet you.
It is a
Um,
pleasure as well, Humphrey.
yeah, we're sort of just getting used to the city ourselves, so I'll definitely take your offer under advisement.
Oh, great.
The jail's just down the road, so I think we should go check out what you investigated, and we'll just go sort of talk to those guards and see what's going on. Our boss, he has a mansion just sort of further down the road, and it's getting about that time where he sort of comes in to grab a bite to eat. So, and maybe we'll have a word with him too.
Ah, great. That sounds perfect. So, let's follow him to this mansion then.
Well, he said the boss would come there, so I don't know.
Oh.
He was
Oh,
going to
okay.
go
I
to the jail.
misunderstood.
Yeah, he said his boss sort of lives down the road, but he was going to go to the jail.
Oh, okay. So he's doing his thing while we.
Yeah,
Okay,
he was going to go
I
do
get
his
it now.
thing, and then he was saying later in the day maybe he would meet up with the boss too and let him in on this
Okay,
as
I
well.
understand now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Trevik, what say you? We head on over to. I forgot again the name. Dreadforce, was it?
The Dreadwood.
The Dreadwood. We head over to the Dreadwood, and begin our investigation. What say you?
All right, sounds good. I mean, just had a full bite to eat, so why not go walk it off?
Excellent. Okay, let's do it.
All right, so yeah, you can sort of get yourself together,
Okay.
and
I take it we're all rested and everything, so we're at full power and we have all our spells learned again.
um. So each day you take a long rest, and that restores all of your spells.
Right.
You can take short rests to sort of re-heal yourself, but then during a long rest, you sort of get all your spells back. So
Okay.
technically, it's still sort of the same day,
Oh, it is.
but I mean, you still have all your stuff available to you.
I wonder if it would be best if we just kind of spend the night first and then head out and start investigating. You know, we just, instead of going from one adventure to the next, we just start early morning. You know what I mean? It is evening, right? So we start early morning to investigate.
Yeah, he sort of sighs. He says, "Oh, good.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
want to go run into some foul beast on a full stomach. Thank you.
Sure.
I could use the
Absolutely.
rest."
Okay, so yeah, we will go to uh, we'll get a room here. I would say.
Yes,
Two
it did
rooms
seem
and
like they had rooms here. So yeah, what? Just stay here then.
okay. How much is the room?
I looked at it like it was about 2 silver a bed.
2 silver. Oh, okay, that's no problem. So we take our long rest and sometime not super early dawn, but let's say about
Sure.
like 7 or something like that. We get up and that's when we head off to Dreadwood Forest to begin our
Yeah,
investigation.
absolutely. So on your character sheet, there actually is a button for long rest. So it will sort of take care of refreshing all your stuff. So if you're looking at your character sheet and if you're looking at your name and you just go to the right, 3 buttons
Ah,
over, it says
yeah.
long rest.
So I'll click that.
So you should be able to just sort of click that, and
There's a
then
check mark. Reset maximum hit point changes during the rest.
yep. So that's just essentially confirming that you'll heal. So then you go ahead and click take long rests.
Oh, this is fantastic. Okay. And then oh, my hit points is still 26. Should I be at full health or do I have to
You
change that?
should be. Yeah.
Did I do it correctly or should
Oh,
I
I
try?
think you once you click take long rest, then it asks you to confirm. So I think you need to click the confirm too.
Okay,
So I
hold
just
on
did
here.
that. So you should have 27.
Oh, okay. I see now. Okay. I got it.
But yeah, so early morning, you can sort of make your way towards the forest, and there are sort of paths that lead pretty near the forest. There
Okay.
are sort of what look to be sort of halfling farms that are just sort of scattered throughout as you make your way.
Okay. Um, so I'm looking at the map here. Is it around? Like I see a cluster of trees, just beyond Kingfisher River.
So
Is that?
actually, you would actually be leaving this map quite early.
Oh,
So
okay.
you'd be. This is sort of the gate of the city here.
I see.
You're
Okay.
heading
They were heading
out.
that
So
way.
you're sort of heading out. Yeah, yeah. So you're heading north out of the city.
Okay. Okay. So, um, we head out there then, and proceed toward Dreadwood.
Yeah. So once you sort of get within range of the forest, did you have any particular plan as to how you'd like to proceed?
Um, well, not really. I mean, we're just we're just gonna walk on over there, and because we shouldn't really be in any danger because we haven't, we would just be on the outskirts of the forest for now, right? So I mean, we don't quite go into it, but we just kind of
Okay.
go there, and
Yeah.
then
So you
kind of.
just yep, just sort of hang out and sort of watch the tree line and see what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
All right. So, I will let you make a perception check.
Oh, great. Okay. Here we go. Ah, well, it's a 10.
Right. Traffic roll 7.
17. Oh,
So,
great. Okay.
uh, so yeah, you're just sort of hanging out a while, and it seems to be a pretty boring morning. There's not a lot of activity. There really isn't a lot of people around. No one's the roads are kind of quiet. But then Travick will sort of bump you with his elbow, and he says,
Mm,
"Hey, wait a minute!
what is it?
Look over there. You see?" He seems to be pointing at a specific thing in the woods, and he says, "It looks like something's sort of knocked that tree a bit. Do you see that?"
I believe I do, yes. What are your thoughts on that? What could it be?
I don't know. You want to go investigate? I mean, that looks off, and it's sort of bent at a weird angle. Should we go
Sure.
check it out?
Sure. Let's, okay, that it was like in the tree or something. What we'll do is we'll
Yeah.
kind of split off, and just kind of flank it.
Gotcha. All right. Excellent. Yeah, so you can sort of approach, and yeah, you can definitely tell that some sort of force has sort of bent this tree uh, using something. Why don't you make a survival check?
I have 0 for that, but let's see what I roll. A 10.
All right.
Just like before, but no
So,
bonus.
so yeah, so you're sort of apart. So you can see that something has definitely messed with this tree, but you're getting no indication of what it could be. But Travick will say, there's some big claws in this tree I can see on this side."
I wonder if it could be the creature. I mean, it's not late at night, and but maybe it's one of those things that, it's not like a werewolf or anything. It's just a creature. And it has claws. Okay. Let me see here. Could I make some kind of check? Is it investigation check to further identify what it could be?
Yeah, you could make an investigation check. You could make a nature check.
Okay. Well, I'll start with the nature check, and if that fails, I'll try an investigation.
Sure.
Okay, I failed that. I got a natural 1.
Oh, okay.
Was there any consequence to that or not really?
No, I mean, you're just
Not
sort of
really.
racking your brain to
Well,
piece things
okay.
together. So,
I'll try an investigation check. A little bit better. An 11.
all right. Um, so yeah, basically the evidence that you're sort of checking out just seems to line up with a very simple story you've been told that there is some beast
Oh,
that seems to be out there, and now you just see evidence of it. But basically, that's all you're able to come up with so far.
uh, what do you make of this, Trevik? Did he do any kind of check?
No, yeah. Well, there's something out here. I'm afraid that's about all I can deduce as well. So
Great.
I guess the question is, do you want to go in, or do you want to see, sort of stake it out? Or, what sort of plan do you want to go with here?
Let us go into stealth and very slyly approach it closely. So we have it kind of flanked, so we're gonna, kind of meet at the
Sure.
middle, when we're closing in on it, but we're sneaking. So
All
I would
right.
have to make my stealth check.
And yeah,
And
you
that
want to
is a
start going
19.
into. Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
And so you do want to start to go into the woods now. Yep.
Yes. Yep.
All right. All right. So yeah. So you have some distance between you, and you start to head into the woods. You definitely hear a heavy breeze that is blowing through all the leaves. There are some birds, and there are definitely some small animals about, squirrels and things. Um, and you can sort of press in for about half an hour walking through. Why don't you make a perception or survival check?
I'll go for perception. Wow. Very nice. Oh, hey. Okay. A 16. And it's
Ooh,
23
all
for,
right,
for
excellent.
traffic. That's really good.
Yes, indeed. So, yeah, both of you notice that there are, you sort of pick up a track, and you do see that whatever this thing is, uh, walks on 4 feet and has massive claws. And you can sort of follow that a bit. And yeah, you will get to a point where you see it was chowing down on some raccoons.
Oh. Okay. But this creature is no longer there, right? I came to the end of it. And
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
okay. Any other tracks that kind of tell us which direction it might have gone to?
So there are a couple of different directions it seems to go, but they both seem to go further deeper into the woods. It sort of seems like it's gone in a circle. It's
I
come
see.
out one way and then it's
And
coming
then kind of
back.
went. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Let us continue to stealthily follow these tracks.
All right. Yeah. So you can start to proceed further into the woods, and you pick up the noise of a branch snapping. You'd
Oh
say
boy.
about 60 feet to the east. Just a single branch snaps. And then it seems to
Okay.
sort of be quiet.
Okay. I signal, Travik, to let him know.
Yep.
I point in that direction, and I would like to do an investigation check and see what it could possibly be.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I got a 26.
Ooh, excellent. So, with the single snap, you don't think it's the creature that you're following. You think this is some humanoid who knows they made a mistake, and so they accidentally broke the branch and then they sort of froze, knowing that you're out there.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Okay, Trevik.
Yes.
I get this feeling it's someone from back at the bar at the tavern, either maybe one of the ladies, one of those hobbits, or it could be one of the new guards. So, but I could be absolutely wrong. That's just my guess. Let's slowly head on over there, but stealthily, but not. Let's say cautiously, but without being intimidating. We don't want to scare him off or whoever this is. So we start heading toward that direction.
All right. Go ahead and make another stealth check.
It's a 5.
All right. So, you probably step on a patch of sticks yourself and make some noise as you're trying to sneak your way over.
But again, I'm not, at the same time, I'm not being intimidating or anything.
Exactly. But yeah, you probably have the feeling that they know that you're on the move and vice versa. So you're sort of approaching each other.
Okay.
And so as you're heading that direction, you start to hear movement. And you hear the brush start to move. And you hear a figure moving away from you. They seem to be trying to flee.
I call out, wait, if it's someone from the tavern, either the hobbit or one of the guards or whoever it might be, maybe you're someone else from the village, we mean you no harm. We're here to investigate, what creature could be here roaming Dreadwood forest. So I think it's, there is safety in numbers. What sayest thou?
So you hear a few moments of silence, but then they continue fleeing.
We're still proceeding, and could I try to say something similar, but kind of change up the words a little bit, and I'm going to try to persuade this person.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
In that case, I got a 6.
Okay. Yeah, they don't seem to stop to listen
worse.
anymore. Yeah, they don't even stop. They just keep going. They want out of the woods.
Okay. Well, Trevik, we lost them. What say you? We just proceed further, into the woods, trying to track down this creature.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't think they're important or anything, we could just keep our focus on the creature.
Yeah. Well, they had already left, so. But here's the thing. As we're doing that, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to tell Trevik, kind of be mindful that maybe they might, once they see that we're not really pursuing them any further, they may have the nerve to come back again and try to track us. So let's be mindful of that. And if that happens, we start to kind of slow down our pace to purposefully allow them to catch up, so that way we can, quickly turn around and kind of like catch them.
Gotcha.
Not in a aggressive way, just kind of.
Yeah,
that sort of thing. So
that's a wise plan, Falagar. Good idea.
Thank you, Trevik.
I'll keep my ears open.
Excellent. And with that, we proceed. We start to go back more deeper into the forest, trying to locate this creature, trying to, find the tracks.
Absolutely.
Try to pick up the trail.
Yep.